So we have got ourselves Mainoo for this SBC. He is the road to the final, or at least the final. 92 rated, anticipate, intercept, tiki-taka. It had to be done. Here is a potential. I believe that he can get to 96, I want to say, if obviously you've done it. Incredible in himself. I'm surprised it's taken this long to get one, but regardless, he's here now. He's got a very good base level. Whether we could see him kind of explore a little bit more, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting final, to say the least. It is kind of a battle of a semi-redemption. Like this season for both Man U and Tottenham has been, regardless of a trophy or not, horrendous, and probably one you want to forget. I don't particularly, even if we win the Europa, which is the better scenario, obviously, I don't want to remember this season regardless. So, and I'm assuming Spurs wouldn't as well. Naturally, if they do win this tournament, then that's going to be one of them highlighted moments for quite some time in general. But enough of that. Going on to Mainoo then. So, I don't know if it tells you here, we've basically we can get them to 96 with a road to the final. That's just going to be if they do win it. Naturally, when we look at the card in itself, good passing, as always, great dribbling, decent composure, some good physicality, defending's there, shooting, other than the long shots, everything else is relatively fine, and some decent pace. Now, he's going to be more of your kind of centre-mid CDM. He's not necessarily going to be a crazy amount of each. Like, he's kind of a bit of a floater in every aspect. So I'm interested in himself. He's relatively cheap, which is nice. That's kind of like the big bonus on this card, is he literally did not cost absolutely anything. I think he's coming in at 66,000 coins, which is lovely and cheap. So nice and simple. Let's jump straight into him. People are saying shadow for him, which is obviously going to give him pace and defending, which I can always get on board with, which would give him, just to show you, 98 pace, 92 defending, and turns him into like a 93-esque midfielder. So let's do that and start some matches. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics, and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. Good touch. Can we hit it? Good save, to be fair to him. It would be interesting to see what the 96 truly would be like in this, because naturally with that sort of card, it's going to be one that naturally is going to be at least semi-decent. Like, he's going to be a very well-statted card as always. But can we get the finesse out of nowhere? But it's going to be a question of, is he better than what we could kind of see from a lot of the DMs already? Naturally, he does look like he's going to be a pretty fantastic card nonetheless. Like, if we was to look at him in this version, you can kind of see them stats already would be outrageous to have. Like, as a kind of CDM goes, there's not too many that are better. I would be very interested as well to see where the quadruple comes in, because that's the only thing that you've got to be concerned about. Not that we have any quadruple Playstyle Plus players out of an Evo or an SBC at the moment, but by the time an Evo comes that is for a 96, if we do manage to win, it might be a considerable amount of time on. So you don't know if you're kind of getting the rubbish end of the deal here, actually winning the whole thing, because you're getting that 96. Good block from him. Good tackle. Obviously having the anticipate is a massive one. Alongside that, having the intercept as well. It's just a very good recipe card. Like, the Playstyle Pluses work really well together. Obviously, he's got the stats to go with it. It's just a nice, well-rounded card in general, which is mixed with a decent dribbler of the ball. Like, I mean, he's not necessarily kind of your box-to-box from heaven, but I mean, he's not awful with it. He's never been a bad card from an Evo. And that's got to be another question to be added, is if you've ever Evo'd the card, because he's been another one that has been kind of massively hyped for a considerable amount of Evos. it's an interesting one to kind of see where your potential Evo has gone to now in comparison to what this card is actually like, and whether your card is potentially better than what a 96 could be. I don't know if he was on side. We're going to try little Travella / finesse. Dalglish with the double. Good challenge again. Ooh, loses out to Elise. One thing I would say with any evolutions, though, because I have seen that... Ooh, it's a bit too far. I have seen that potentially he can go into an Evo from yesterday, which would be fantastic, but I believe if you do, they don't actually get the upgrade for the 96, so you kind of got to do that at your own parish, to be honest. It might be the better option. It could be, like, changing him into a 93 potential could be something well worth looking at, because, like I say, going into the 96 might not be as beneficial because you're not going to get the the quadruple playstyle plus. You don't get anything like that, and maybe stats just are not necessarily too far away, whereas a 96 overall, we're not going to get an evolution for that that's terrible keeping, for a considerable amount of time, really. Good interception. Gets the ball back, running forward. Can we see a little bit of a run from him? He's not got the pace, but he's going to hold on with the strength potentially. Can we find a little shot? I mean, I was asking a lot from him, to be honest. Shooting isn't necessarily the massive forte. He's going to be decent at it, but not necessarily a clinical finisher. Good pass. Oh, that's a stunning pass into Vinny's feet. Little one back. Ooh, very lucky on that run. Little fake again. Little fake again. Finds some opening. That was terrible. I should have went on that first one. I should have managed to get the pass in. It would have been a potential. For Mainoo, to be honest, there's not too much to go off, to be fair. When you do look at kind of the CDMs that we do have in this game, there's only so many that you're kind of looking at and thinking, okay, they're worth an immense amount of price. You're looking at your Hullets, your Patricks. To be fair, Kimmich's SBC was still very good for the time that it came out. An Evo of Yaya, Matuidi's kind of there. You've got then a few kind of CDM / centre mids. Everybody's kind of allowing themselves to have all of the stats. Rodri's evolution or even team of the year. Then you kind of throw into a Ramirez, you throw into a Conte, but most of them are going to be more towards an evolution more than anything. And I think he definitely comes in quite nice. You got Nuno Tavares, and you've got other players that have kind of come in. Zambo is going to be another one that is always fantastic. This is just going to be an interesting one to see if he does manage to get the upgrade in general. 66,000 is well worth it. Like I say, they're built different. You can get some upgrade, but I would suggest against it because I believe that should forfeit everything out of there. So they got one more to go. By the looks of it, it's win there. You get a +1 overall or the 96, and then you get the 5-star skill move. And is it 5-star skill move or 5-star weak foot? So there's one or the other. So he either becomes a 5-5 or a 4-5. So he's got one left. We'll see if he can do it. It's got to be... when is it? Does it tell me? 21st of May. So literally in a couple of days. It's going to be interesting to see. Let me know down below how you're getting on with it. If you've completed him or not. And where are you at in FC? Let me know down below. And we'll talk about 26 tomorrow.